mention that. You see minorities, unemployment going up. You see younger people who are more vulnerable economically, more susceptible to economic cycles. That's one of the reasons, in addition to just overall lower payroll job creation, that shows you that at the margin, the labor market is weakening. I would mention that. You see.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham Kakodash. Double honor to the apostle of the Great Millstone and such a person doing this thing in sincerity and truth and with charity. And that's heavy because within, they like to say niggas are lazy or whatever. But what did he just say? Looking at how the minorities and young people aren't getting jobs, aren't getting hired, shows that the job market is weakening. Is because who do all the labor in this place, man? The minorities, from niggas to Mexicans, man, and the young, of course. All right, so if they can't get hired, that means the jobs are leaving. All right, it's not Edomites that's working. I mean, of course, it's some, but it's not Edomites working in the fucking factories, man. The few factories left here. It's not Edomites that's gonna stock the shelves at Walmart. All right, that's for young and niggas. All right, that's just how it is. And so these two comments, and I've been saying this a lot lately, and this as far and I believe it's been proven. But what I've been seeing is a lot of companies saying they're hiring, but then they don't hire. Or they put hire in their window, but then they're not hiring. Or you got all these websites saying this job is here, but it's not real jobs. People been talking about this for the longest now. All right. So look at this comment here. I applied to a gas station by where I'm staying, and the application got denied. I go last night to get something. It's supposed to be 24/7, but they're literally shut down because of a staff shortage. These companies are profiting from fake applications. They're firing people and putting fake apps out to get funding due to illusion of growth. Right? Nope, my twins just graduated high school and was looking for a summer job before school started, and nobody will hire her. They claim they are hiring, but they really aren't. Same here, I have two teenagers who applied for a job at the job, and they don't have hired. We filled out 100 apps, 50 interviews, they don't want to hire. There's some truth here, they really aren't hiring. Volunteers for 30, look, people tweaking. Fake job postings all the time. All right, so people just saying the same thing. We deported the workers. That would mean there's more jobs available then if that was the case. Anyway, they said it. The job market is weakening. And this is Esau, man. This is Isaiah 19, right? Let me read this. Isaiah 19, 14. The Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof. They have caused Egypt to err and every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. So basically just making wrong decisions. And that leads to this. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. And America got popular. All right. So let me rephrase that. America got rich. All right. And became the head of world trade based off having its own factories. And when I say factories, so let's start with the slavery. All right. Whatever was booming, they would produce it here and export it. From tobacco to cotton, the big business was textiles. Then you fast forward to when it became the industrial age. All right, more factories being made, shit like that, which is why they really not freed the slaves, but freed the slaves. What they did was just transfer them over to become industrial slaves. All right. And then had all these factories and exporting all these different things. And then they started to take these factories overseas for cheaper labor. So the corporations are getting more profit, but it hurts the American economy. Then, what else happens? The world gets on a debt-based system. They trust in the dollar so much, even after it drops the gold standard from the world. Everybody got in league with this dollar, and debt increased. And when debt increased, interest increased. And that only can last so long. So now the cost of goods seem like they cost more. Really, the dollar just got weaker. All right, the dollar don't go as far as it used to. Which means people can't shop as much as they was. All right, and there's a lot of things. It's a lot of things that's in between this, from Walmart's taking out mom and pop shops. All right, so people can't spend as much. People can't spend as much. These companies don't need as many employees. And then it becomes a vicious cycle and a rapid decline. All right, this is Habakkuk 2 and 6. Shall not all take up a parable against him and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increases that which is not his, how long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. And this word for thick clay is ibadiat, which means heavy debt. Oh, I'm not going to do that. Gotta hit the Strong's number. I did it again. Scrolling. All right. Weight of pledges, heavy debts. All right. That's the head of the Federal Reserve speaking, which they manipulate interest rates to keep the economy afloat. But jobs leaving, it's nothing you can do about that. You have to create more jobs, which is what Trump was trying to do. On paper, sounds good. Increase fucking taxes on imports. What make the companies have to bring their factories back to America. It's too late for that, though, man. Because not other countries, you rely on them. So they hit you with tariffs. You in a bad situation, man. All right? You can't make any right decisions. And with the tariff increase, means, again, increase of prices. Which means the people can't afford it. So now you don't need this amount of employees, man. Google retail apocalypse has been going on for the last, man, maybe you could say 10 years. 7 for sure. And it's only getting worse. So it's only a matter of time, brother. So we out of here, man. All right, it's only a matter of time. This same
My colleagues and I remain squarely focused on achieving our dual mandate goals of maximum employment and stable prices for the benefit of the American people. While the unemployment rate remains low, it has edged up. Job gains have slowed, and downside risks to employment have risen. At the same time, inflation has risen recently and remains somewhat elevated. In support of our goals, and in light of the shift in the balance of risks, today the Federal Open Market Committee decided to lower our policy interest rate by 0.25 percentage point. We also decided to continue to reduce our securities holdings. I'll have more to say about monetary policy after briefly reviewing economic developments. Recent indicators suggest that growth of economic activity has moderated. GDP rose at a pace of around 1.5% in the first half of the year, down from 2.5% last year. The moderation in growth largely reflects a slowdown in consumer spending. In contrast, business investment in equipment and intangibles has picked up from last year's pace. Activity in the housing sector remains weak. In our summary of economic projections, the median participant projects GDP to rise 1.6% this year and 1.8% next year, a touch stronger than projected in June.
All right, so which is all bullshit, man. This shit is over with. It's nothing you can do. Unemployment is increased. It's going to continue to increase. All right, inflation is it's only a matter of time for this bubble pop, and we reach the point of hyperinflation. All right, and then also we reach the point of just lack of goods been on the shelves. These nations are not going to continue with this shit. All right, they basically just taking your shit, you slapping tariffs on them, and they just supposed to eat it. All right. Ecclesiastes 12, and not only that, realizing that they were duped into buying American debt, essentially buying American bonds. They've been fucked. Because the thing is, they have to make it seem like the American economy is still good, so these other countries can continue to trust in this place and continue to buy American debt. But they saying all this shit, all right? They saying this place on a decline. What does that mean? They looking to make their own currencies. They looking to get off the USD, stop using Swift, ACH, use their own transfer systems, all right? Use their own, which is perfect because then they're going to come with some answer, something digital, and we know that's the chip, all right? And beautiful times, Ecclesiastes 12 and 1. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt have no pleasure in them. So now's the time to get right, man. All right, don't put this off, because soon this shit going, like it says in Isaiah 47, it should come upon them in their perfection. Everything going to start happening, rapid fire. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, or the clouds return after the rain. And the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, the economists, man. People are watching, the economists are watching, which means managers of the house, and they're seeing the dollar is really dead. It's on borrowed time. These nations are making big moves. All right. The BRICS are coming up with their currency. All right. It's only a matter of time, man. And the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few. So unemployment. What is the grinder? That's workers. What do you say? I'm finna go on the grind. That's the workers. And why are the grinders ceasing? Why are the workers stopping? Because they are few. And those look out of the windows be darkened. And the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of grinding is low. So martial law happens when unemployment happens. Why? If unemployment is high, that means people can't get the goods and necessities. So what is going to happen? Violence. He shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. So that's what time we're in, man. Morale is low. The music, the entertainment is low. All right. Think about the 80s, 90s. Think about house party. As the music is still folly, but it came with a certain vibe. You know, you was getting it. You know, this shit is all murderous and dope fiend out. All right, and dope fiend out. Because people are depressed. That's another thing too. A lot of depressed rappers too, man. These weak ass niggas, man. All right, but this shit is over with. Unemployment is a big part of prophecy. All right. This is a big sign that this place is through. So all we got to do is hold on, Akia, man. Hey, with that, all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh, Shah, Ba'asham, Kakadash. Double honor to the apostle, Oscar Millstone. And South Asian brothers doing this thing in sincerity, truth, and with charity. Shalom, my Bible ball.